see some noisemakers down there at the bottom, candles, the sprinklers, a big blue candle at the top. Very interesting. Okay, perhaps we'll have to get into the exact mechanics of what exactly is going on here in a moment. But something I wanted to allude to as well, and I did moments ago, is for those of you who don't yet own the monsters that are teleportable to Wanderer Island, we've got a promo that went live today. It's our Wanderlust promotion, and in it, featured mythicals are available to buy or breed at level 9 for a limited time on the continent. So here's our starting lineup, right? So we've got Gajoob, Yostrich, Strombonin, Bazinga. It was kind of
cuties.
Big time cuties.
Yeah.
And you know what? They really come into their own as adults, and they look absolutely gorgeous once they're there. But of course, what's nice about this selection of mythicals is that these are all the ones that either were a part of the initial mythical launch lineup back on PlayStation Vita, and then again in 2019 in My Sing Monsters. And of course, the other two, Strombonin and Bazinga, are Make a Mythical that the community had a hand in creatively giving some input on. So I think this is a really cool starting group.
I think young Yostrich is still my favorite.
Well,
looks a little suspicious there of the teleporter.
It's so scrungly.
I think one of my favorite moments in the trailer is when the portal is kind of sucking in those monsters, and we see a subtle detail that Charlie
I was hoping that somebody would point this.
I noticed it. It was a bunch of feathers were coming off young Yostrich.
Poor Yostrich. Well, yes, that's sort of a fledgling. You'd expect the bald patches there. It's kind of gangly and scrungly, like Charlie said. I think that's the perfect adjective to describe.
My favorite moment, and I think Charlie put a lot of fun little flavor moments in the trailer. So
yes, and it's so much fun for Dawn of Fire to get a trailer.
Exactly,
totally deserving on the occasion here of the 10th anniversary. Like I said, September 23rd is today, the 10th anniversary. Some folks are going, well, why on a Tuesday? Well, that's why. It's because the official 10th anniversary was today.
Yay.
So if you don't yet own any of these monsters, these are going to be available basically through to the end of anniversary month. So you're going to want to collect these monsters so that you can level them up to 20 and eventually teleport them to Wanderer Island.
Yay!
So before we nice coordination there, boys. So before we embark upon some footage that I took of the build a little earlier today, I just wanted to quickly show off and model, do a fit check here of my shirt, because this is a Dawn of Fire shirt. I'm going to approach the bench.
Okay, we have to cover our faces for the.
See
here, cover your face.
Yeah, cover your face. Autofocus. Maybe not. Hello.
If anyone's tuning in right now, we're sorry.
Look at that. Dawn of Fire.
Wow, look
it's
at that.
Stitched right on. This was something that for members of the, well, I would have been part of the marketing team at the time when Dawn of Fire launched. We were doing a special event in Toronto, Canada, to celebrate the launch of Dawn of Fire. So I dragged this out of my own costume trunk, and it's a little smelly, but but I'm glad I'm just a little bit of a distance from you both, so you don't have to smell my stank.
Well, that's why we usually put you in that.
Yeah. It's just that I can wallow in my own stench over here. Anyway, so I just wanted to show off this mammoth is stitched as well, so that's kind of
fun.
Love it.
Very cool.
So
a little blast from the past.
Big time. And I can still fit into it, but it fit a little bit more loosely way back when. Okay, so like I said, took some footage earlier today of the build, so we're going to be sort of like commenting on it, going through. We're not actively controlling anything. The footage is just playing. So
we do have Ben in the behind the scenes who can pause and
figure stuff out and jump around. But think of it kind of like director's commentary. Basically, right? We're going to be commenting on the build and on the update and stuff included in it. So, Monster Handler Ben, perhaps we can queue up the picture-in-picture view, and we can take a look at. There it is. So here we are. We've just shrunk down. We're almost the size of monsters there on the continent. So we can go. Anyway, so this is my account here, and as you can see, I'm filthy rich.
Well, I was going to say, a great setup here.
Yes, got lots of coins, lots of diamonds. Obviously, the sales from Anniversary Month are ongoing. We're panning around here. You can see I've been very busy during Anniversary Month. Yes, go ahead.
Quick question for Charlie. Charlie, you're also a big Dawn of Fire player.
I
here.
Sure am.
Are you jealous of this setup of the continent, or are you?
Is it aspirational for you? Is it
Not at
something to
all.
work
It's very
towards?
disorganized.
Oh, Charlie. Don't be rude.
had
Oh,
great
wait a minute,
plan.
wait a minute. So you have
Yeah.
to go and check your mailbox
Yeah.
today as well, because all My Sing Monsters on a Fire players got 100 diamonds in their mailbox.
I did get my 100 diamonds.
on the occasion of course, the version 4.0 being released. So as you can see here, I was working ahead throughout the year, and I've got my young Gajoob there on the plant lands. I've got young Strongbonin on the cold lands. Looking over, I've got young Yostrich on the air.
Well placed.
And then finally, I've got, in the absence of any formal firelands, I've got Bazinga there on the earthlands. And so another thing that I've been paying close attention to here is, well, first of all, before we do that, take a look. There it is.
Hey.
It's beautiful in the map. Some people thought it might never happen. There it is. It's real.
It is there.
It's real.
There's no coming soon.
Exactly.
It's there.
Isn't that a thing of beauty? I'm just so happy
You're so happy.
that this lined up the way that it did. So, like I was saying, I've been very busy collecting a bunch of essences in preparation for
my
this update.
goodness.
I had the inside track, of course, because I know we're working on this kind of thing. But as a reminder, this essences are from breaking down decorations and crafting items in the Deconstructor.
Deconstructor
So
is
there's
very
the
pivotal.
Deconstructor. Like I said, unlocked at level 41, so you have to be a ways in on the continent. But if we scroll down here in the teleporter menu all the way down to Wanderer Island, we can see here are our 4 eligible monsters. Now,
There,
people
beauties.
wondering, what are the essences for? There they are on the right-hand side, the costs of the essences that you are going to need to teleport each of these monsters. So it's not enough just to hit the requisite teleport level. You're going to want to go. So let's start with Gajoob.
Oh.
And, low power mode. Yes, that was a little bit of an Easter egg there.
I originally got rid of that, but then I
But
must
here it
have put
is.
up the
Whatever.
very uncut version.
It's candid, right? It's real.
whatever.
Anyway, so I saw some folks saying, "Ooh, we didn't even see Gajoob get teleported in the trailer," and that's because I'm doing it for you right now. And so that's the first one. You can see it takes a while there, but if you're impatient like I am, obviously we'll just blast ahead, and there it is, and it's adult form. Isn't it wonderful? A fun detail that was added for Dawn of Fire is it's got sort of like little blue chin hairs that it doesn't normally have in My Sing Monsters. Just a fun little detail. We like to sort of mix things up in their Dawn of Fireized forms, but here is Wanderer Island.
It's such a
in-game
cool island. Such a
Yes.
cool island.
It's so dynamic and full of life.
And it's
Yes.
got cool waterfalls, and it's just really cool.
Yes, and some really cool things. You can see it up there in the top part of the screen, but there are actually some grid squares up on that winding like staircase up to the top of the makeshift lighthouse here on Wanderer Island. So that's kind of cool. We're going to get into the lore a little bit of the island in just a second, but first things first, let's take a look at Gajoob here and quickly read the bio. While some persist in questioning Gajoob's association with the plant element well into adulthood, it is inarguable when you witness this mythical's aptitude for carpentry. Wallace and the Carpenter, anybody? The monster's talent for whittling and woodworking is unrivaled. In fact, it was Gajoob that spearheaded the construction of all the wooden walkways that connect the various platforms of Wanderer Island. With a little help from its friends, the full-grown Gajoob enjoys taking occasional dips in the surrounding sea of green, but nothing can compare with a solid nap on such quantities of sand afterwards. Lots of different references in
You
that bio.
timed this perfectly, by the way. Like, you're jealous.
I know how fast I can read.
He's practiced.
But yeah, so here on Wanderer Island, like I mentioned, if you want, you can directly buy the monsters from the market. Obviously, they're quite expensive, diamond costs. So we recommend, of course, that you go through, level those babies up on the continent.
Welcome to Play Gamma, where games come to life. Sick of the same old games? Time to level up your fun. Dive into Play Gamma.
Breathing island.
It
So
really
interesting.
is.
I love the waterfall. I love the dynamism of the lighthouse piece up top. I love all the fog and like
Well, it's
windswept
really-
quality of it.
It's utilizing what makes DOF very unique.
Absolutely.
With like
Yeah.
its 3D environment.
Yeah, and we can sort of shift around, and like I
Yeah.
said, the waterfall looks awesome.
Maybe this
I like the
island
shape-
confirms
the
there will be
shape
a
of the
mirror
island
nexus.
itself.
Yeah.
And as
Instead
we're
of
taking a
mirrors
look
of
through,
all
I
the
wanted to
magicals,
quickly,
just
because I
say
forgot to do this in the
another
video, just
3.
read the island's bio,
okay.
which is the remote location of this foggy, windswept isle allowed it to remain a secret for many moons. Guided by their connection to essences, an assortment of mythicals and seasonals felt a calling to settle it as their own. all who wander are not lost. All those who wander are not lost. So very cool stuff. So here I am. I've returned to the continent because Kajub was feeling a little lonely out there on the island. So why don't we? Who should I teleport next? You know what? Just to reunite the two initial mythicals, I did opt to take a look and see. And like I said before, I've got my Yostrich prepared at level 20 through. So we'll scroll down again and all the way through to Wanderer Island. There's Raytite, my Yostrich. It's ready to go once again as before. Quite a long teleportation time, but if you're rich like me, yes, if you're rich like me with lots